So I went to see Obsession yesterday, and I have to say, the cinema was packed. It was fully packed with people. Um, there were two people behind me. I was just like, bro, are you serious? Every time they passed by, like my seat kept doing that, which was really annoying. And then the couple next to me kept talking the entire time to a point where my friend was like, shut the fuck up. And they stopped talking. But this is also why I normally go to the theater in a daytime because I love being undisrupted when I'm watching a film. I don't like hearing other people's thoughts when I'm watching the movie because it kind of unwillingly is going to affect the way that you feel or like receive the film. I feel like personally, if I'm going with a friend and they're like, oh, this movie is boring the entire time, it's taking me out of the experience. And that's also a reason why I love going to the theater alone. I do enjoy going to the theater with my friend Emil because he does not talk during the movie. So thank you for that. And I would say Obsession to me, it's weird because like to me Obsession wasn't scary in some ways. Like the female experience, this is generalized also because like it's mostly to women that this kind of behavior and thing happens in society. I'm not saying it doesn't happen to guys because it happens to everyone. Um but I'm mostly talking about that guy who has a crush on you, and instead of just like having the courage to be like, hey, I like you, I have a crush on you, and getting rejected, the fear of rejection, um he takes away her free will. He takes away her free will. And it was more, to me, the film was more creepy and unsettling rather than scary because it's just like Bear was so out of touch with reality. But it's also like Ian was a piece of shit. Like from the bat, you could tell that Ian was not a good person because he's like trying to coach Bear, but the waitress who's like, oh, that's so cute. He's like, no. And he's like, okay, thank you. He does not want Bear to open up to Sarah. He doesn't want Bear to open up to Nikki because he's like, well, first of all, he's sleeping with Nikki allegedly for the past 2 years or so, on and off. So obviously, he doesn't want Bear to admit his feelings because Ian is a piece of shit. But then Bear isn't portrayed as bad per se in the beginning of the film. In the beginning of the film, there's like this, could they have or could they have not question that's kind of like underlying. And Sarah has a crush on Bear. In an idealistic world, Ian would have been with Nikki, Bear would have been with Sarah, and Sarah would have just left to go to Luther, right? Which is sad also that she never got to see her acceptance letter. The minute she texted Bear, I was like, ugh, she's gonna die. The minute she texted him, I'm just like, bitch, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? She doesn't know that Nikki's not possessed, but like lost her free will due to this entity or whatever, the wish magic. Because I know that Curry Barker is his name. Yeah, the director, he specifically said it's not a possession. It's like, it's a wish. It's magic. Um, and you know what I actually thought was really cool and creepy at the same time was when Bear went back to the store and the girl wasn't there. The girl that was there initially that sold him the willow tree, she wasn't there. And I was like, oh my God, the willows are gone. And to me, that was so cool. Like, I was just like, oh my God, can you imagine? It's like one of those weird supernatural things. It's just happening to him. It just like happened to him for some reason. I thought that was cool. But then he's like, no, I'm just fucking with you. Like, they're over here. Um, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But anyways, I'm guessing it's like I'm trying to make sense of how the movie was. I really did think like Nikki had very feline behavior, like female, like feline like behavior, and Sandy the cat died in the beginning, which I hate. I hate when movies kill animals. It just, yeah, like what did the cat do, honestly? But then she like behaves like a cat, and I know that allegedly it's not the cat's spirit that's possessing Nikki or whatever, but I just thought it was quite interesting. And um yeah, it's like full circle. The cat dies in a certain way, and then Bear dies in that same way. And Bear is like really cowardly because he just I don't know, he just bugs me. He's just like, what is so bad about being with me? She's asking you to kill her. She's literally oh, can you just be like Nikki? Just be like Nikki. I can't. I'm not Nikki. Like I can be anything you want, but I'm not Nikki. There's so many clues, and it's just the obsession. The obsession is literally a projection of his. The wish is behaving the wish is behaving according to his desires and needs and wants. You know, like when he starts to realize that he never actually liked Nikki, he just wanted her. He just wanted to possess her. Then he like realizes that Sarah liked him, and he starts kind of entertaining the idea of Sarah, which results into Sarah dying. By the way, like spoiler alert. Um I knew that Sarah was going to die. I knew that something was going to happen with the car scene. I was not expecting her to smash the window at her head and then obliterate Sarah. That really got me. I was so shocked. The minute she started, I said, oh my God, what the fuck? And I kept repeating, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God, what the fuck? Traumatizing. Um, it was such an interesting film because I'm still thinking about it and I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Um, but it's also kind of it's a sad reflection of society and how patriarchy is toxic and very damaging. Like if Ian had been honest to Bear, none of this would have, you know what I mean? Like it would be different anyways. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but I'm saying it would be very different. Like if Ian had been honest, like, oh yeah, I've been sleeping with Nikki, then maybe he would have been like, ew, or whatever. Or maybe he still would have, or he would have had the courage to tell her. Probably not. But who knows? Maybe he could have just ended up with Sarah instead in a natural state of how things flow. But I still think Bear was like severely insecure, obviously. Severely insecure and toxic and selfish and cowardly and yeah, it's just horrible. I don't know. And then I don't know, Sarah also like not telling Bear that she liked him and waiting for him to be with Nikki to be like, "Oh, this is unnatural, this is bizarre, like you should be with me instead." Girl, don't piss me off. I don't know. I don't know.